In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the Hugr Incarnate trophy and also the Flying Fortress trophy in Dawn of Ragnarok. It's also an achievement on the Xbox. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, to complete all the territories, you don't actually have to visit the monoliths. And they're pretty easy to miss since they're pretty hard to get to. But if you do all the raids and get all the silica, then at the bottom of the Hugr-Rip upgrade menu, you can put that silica so that you can do upgrades with the Embers of Muspelheim, which you will not loot unless you go to the wealth icon on the monoliths, the things floating up high. Right? So I'm assuming that you're going to not have very much trouble getting all the other components for the upgrades, including the silica. You know, the raid locations are on the map. Just get all the silica. And you're going to use every bit of that silica, but you're also going to need to use all 9 Embers of Muspelheim. You get 1 per monolith, all 9 monoliths, then you can get it. Now, you need to have the Raven skill on your Hugr-Rip, the power of the Raven, but also you're going to need Raven endurance. For every one of these monoliths, you may need at least Raven endurance, but you may need 2 actual bars of endurance. That is 2 Hugr-Rip bars unlocked when you unlock the Hugr-Reaver to get to the monolith. But if you get to the right location, you probably can do it in 1. Now, if you're a pro at flying your Raven prior to coming to Dawn of Ragnarok, then some of this will seem obvious to you. But if you're not, I'm going to give you some tips. The first one is, once you select the Raven on your Hugr with the R2 button, then you want to keep holding the R2 button the whole time because that gives you a boost, right? It's best if you can come from a synchronization point, right? So the synchronization points are high, so it's best if you do this after you've done all the raids, you go for the monoliths, and you've got the double bar, and you got it completely filled with Hugr. And if possible, find the nearest synchronization point and then go on the map and make sure you select the wealth icon on the monolith, right? And so if you zoom in and out of the map, you can see, which ones are the monoliths. And you select that, so you start your Hugr-Rip going, you keep R2 depressed, go straight to that. You're probably going to want to have your left stick going up, right? You want to ascend, you want your camera angled so that your Raven is ascending. And as you get close, depress the L2. That stops time. The L2 will stop time, and if you adjust your R3, that is your right stick, look for the arrow down showing that you can land, right? And if you do this right and you ascend enough, and you never descend, and you're always on the boost, that you've always got R2 depressed, then you should be able to land especially when you do the L2 to slow time to almost nothing, and then you adjust your L3 button to see if you can land. When you get that down arrow land, then you have to depress. On the Xbox it's the Y, but it's the top button. I think it's going to be triangle on the PlayStation, so that you've selected a landing spot. Now once you land, you may have an extra Hugr bar, right? Given you've got 2 Hugr bars, then you could use the power of Muspelheim if you've got that equipped, and you could just steal it and then just jump off. I've done that, but I found that then I would have to refill my Hugr bars. So I think it's actually better if you do have that extra Hugr bar is just start killing some Muspels until you fill up your second Hugr bar, and then jump off the monolith. And since Odin takes no damage from falling in the Dawn of Ragnarok, you can just jump. I think once I had what some people call a ya-yeet moment where I lost desynchronization, but almost there should be no fall damage in Dawn of Ragnarok, so you can jump off these things and that'll get you out of combat, because the Muspels do respawn up there, so you can fight them forever. You just want to fill up your Hugr bar. So once you get that all 9 Embers of Muspelheim, and you can upgrade before you get all 9, but once you do that last upgrade with the 9th Ember of Muspelheim, and you've done all the upgrades for all the other things on the, not at the bottom, but on the sides of the Hugr-Rip, then that should pop. The first monolith that you loot will give you the Flying Fortress trophy, but it's only after the 9th monolith that you're going to be able to get the Hugr Incarnate trophy. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let me know your tips in the comments and your favorite parts about Dawn of Ragnarok. Bye-bye. Also, let me know what your favorite power is. Power of Rebirth, Power of Muspelheim, Power of the Raven, Power of Jotunheim, the Arrow one, or Power of the Winter.